what does reparations look like to you? And it's one of the questions that I have, and I think one of the questions that many of us in the Caribbean grapple with. Discussions like, who is to benefit, who would determine who benefits from economic reparations, um, uh, who will be paid, how much, from where. How do we resolve those types of questions? And I understand, I hear you for sure when we discuss the need for many of these institutions, governments, entities to first apologize and acknowledge the extent to which the Caribbean and Caribbean people were harmed by this process. But when we get past that, what does it look like?
Right. So I think for most people, they are expecting when they hear the word reparation, pay. As a matter of fact, I had presented a YouTube for Let's Talk History. And at the end of the presentation, one member of the audience said, cut my check right now. But when we look at the 10-point plan devised in 2014 by Hilary Beckles and his colleagues, there is not even a direct statement asking for money. They are asking instead, yes, for the apology. And of course, the apology doesn't stop there. After the apology, what next? Some of the initiatives that Hilary Beckles, who is the president or the chair rather of the Caribbean Reparation Committee, are calling for medical programs to deal with diseases which can be traced right back to slavery. They are also calling for scholarships for the development of museums in the Caribbean. There are quite a number in the United Kingdom today, as I mentioned, the one in Liverpool, and there is also one in Hull. But we want museums in the Caribbean sponsored by Europeans teaching our Caribbean people about what happened during slavery, what is the legacy of slavery, so that our Caribbean people do not necessarily have to travel to Europe to find out the truth about the enslavement experience. The 10-point plan also calls for programs to develop First Peoples. I mean, at the forefront of the program is reparation for slavery, but First Peoples have also been affected. They suffered genocide at the hands of the colonization by the Europeans. Another big item on the 10-point plan is debt forgiveness. So what we are seeing is that Hilary Beckles and the CARICOM Reparation Commission have given much insightful thought about the forms that reparation can take. It does not exclude money altogether, but it's more than just giving us some money to spend to say, okay, this is the payment for 300 or 400 years of uncompensated labor. Europe has developed as a result of exploiting the Caribbean. In reparation, we are calling on Europe to pump resources, pump technology, medical knowledge, and so on into the Caribbean to assist in Caribbean development from a social dimension, from an educational dimension, and not just limiting it to a financial situation.
Subscribe to the Island Space YouTube channel and visit our website at islandspacefl.org to learn more.